Welcome to Profit Channels. This is my disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. Please consider this video entertainment. Today I am talking about Suncor Energy, SU. You'll see Toronto and New York Stock Exchange. So if you're in the United States, pick the New York Stock Exchange one. It's right at $40. 4.12% dividend yield, price to earnings ratio of 12.26, which is pretty good. Integrated energy company, which engages in the development of petroleum resource basins, and it operates in the following segments. So oil sands is the big thing, these Canadian oil sands. If I scroll down here, our net income is solid annually and quarterly. So refining and marketing, oil sands, exploration and production, Canada and the US. Here annually, we are cash flowing. Our debt is reasonable. Quarterly, we are also cash flowing, although it is a little down. If I look at our revenue annually, we were, so here 19 billion, 25 billion, 28 billion, 29 billion, 19, 31, 43, 37, 35 billion. So kind of a downward trend, but still pretty high. Gross profit is heading down year over year. Operating income is also down year over year. Net income, so 3.2 billion in 21, then 6.7, 6.26, so 4.18. It's a average basic shares outstanding. So we were at 1.66 billion in 2017, and we've gone down every year to 1.27 billion in 24. So they are buying back shares. That's always good to see. We have 21 analysts offering forecasts and 12 strong buys, 3 buys, 8 holds, 1 sell. So minus 6% to plus 42.5%. If I look at it versus the SPX on a weekly, so we're pretty low historically. We're real low historically. All right, so we're right here at this high point of control. So if I do this back to the weekly, we got this pie wedge, and I'm expecting, this is a downward pie wedge, we're going to eventually break out and head up. Here is a monthly chart in the channel we're in. You can see this has a decent midpoint line, and on the monthly chart, we have broken above all of our trend lines. We got the 50 that broke through the 100 and the 200. Everything's pointing up, so that is bullish. On the weekly chart, you have a channel like this with a nice midpoint line. That's real pretty. And if we look at our moving averages, we broke above them all. Bouncing off the 100, broke down to the 200, and now we're heading up, and all 3 moving averages are pointing up, even though we have a bullish weekly candle. It's not fully engulfing, so it's the opposite of engulfing. It's inside the week before. So we could see this turn around. And then on the daily, we're in this channel, something like this. It's got a real nice midpoint line where we're touching. And so, we've come back. Maybe we're going to fill this gap here and then start heading up. So our moving averages, the 50 is broken through the 1 and the 2. The 1 is breaking through the 2. So this is all pretty bullish. So hopefully we're going to bounce off this gap or the 50 and continue moving up. And break this low. So here, let's go to the weekly. So yeah, we've 1, 2, 3, 4 touches on that line. So this will be the 5th time if we can break through there. Let me back out to the yearly. So we're trying to break out of this small daily channel. We're trying to break out of this long-term monthly channel that's downward. And maybe this blue channel will be our new channel for a while, but it is pretty steep. And let's do some volume profiles. Let's try monthly. So you can see the long-term and short-term volume profiles. We are above currently. If I go back to the monthly, we've got a short-term point of control. So I'm sorry, the weekly right here, longer term down here. On the daily, you've got this trend line that we're going to try to bounce off of and keep moving up. We got this nice gap up here. And if I go back to the weekly, all right, so let's do a fib retracement. So I'm doing from the bottom right here to this top. And you can see how this top, that is a strong line throughout time. And so here it works. But yeah, let's just follow these. So the 2, 3, 6, we got touches. Not as perfect, but we got some action here. We look at the 382. It looks really good. Really good. The 0.5 and the 618, they kind of just, between the 382 and the 0.68, there's just a lot of action in there. They're decent lines. You can see that 618 and the 0.5, like the longer you go, kind of the better they're looking. And then the 786 is real pretty through time. All right, so from this bottom right here, we've gone all the way up and then come back down past the 618, and now we're headed back up. Now, if I look at extensions, I'm going from this bottom to this top, back to this bottom. So bottom, top, bottom. You can see how nice this works. The 786 is in our gap. We're right here battling with the 0.5. The 382 is real nice. And again, we can cut these through time, and these extensions are the prettiest. Look at this stuff. So what I'm hoping to see is breaking this out and heading up to the 786 at least. Let me hide that. Now I'm doing a short-term extension. So I'm going from the bottom here to the top to this bottom, top, bottom. On the shorter term, you can see our lines are real nice. The 382 right up here in yellow, the 236 in red. If we go back in time, see the 382 up here, the 286. All right. And here's the kicker. When I do both at the same time, you can see that the 1.272 and the 786 are both on the same line in the gap. 786 and 618 are very similar. 382 and 0.5 are the same. So there's a lot of commonality there. I'm going to go back to the extension, or the retracement. So I was showing it on the weekly, but if you look at this on the daily, this is a bit cleaner chart. But I'm running out of time. So here is the monthly our parabolic SAR and our super trend, and they're both bullish monthly. RSI looks good. MACD is looking good. Everything's looking good. On the weekly, a little overbought here in the stochastic, but MACD's heading up. We got our histogram was a little less here, but RSI is headed up. We got buy signals. On the daily, we got our first sell signal, so mixed signals here. RSI is still on positive, and so I'd like to see this turn up, bounce off the midpoint. Same thing, in the short term, we could go down a little bit. Stochastics is heading down. And then here's the monthly with the RSI Bollinger Band strategy. And this is an upward trend. We're above the moving average. We're inside the Bollinger Band, but it's narrowing up. Cash flow is up. Squeeze momentum is neutral. ADX is no trend. Weekly, again, we're RSI Bollinger Band is strategy. The Bollinger Band is narrowing. Money flow index is down a little, but generally up. Our squeeze momentum is bullish, but turning slightly less bullish, and no trend on the weekly ADX. And then on the daily, here we are. We've been bouncing off our moving average. Money flow index is now headed down, but long-term up. So we could see this bounce right here. Our squeeze momentum is becoming slightly less bullish, and ADX is still saying no trend. So this is one I'm optimistic about. I just want to keep an eye on it and see when it turns around. Even though they're green, the price basically stayed the same the last couple days. I hope you like it. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Talk to you later.